if I just choose money, I think I already married before to a rich old guy or foreigner or Filipino, because there are a lot of decent proposals before. That's my worry before marrying a foreigner, because of the negative feedbacks to you that you can hear. Some people would say, "Oh, you marry a foreigner because you just want a green card, or you just want to go abroad to travel or to work." But I say to myself, do I have no skills and talents that I cannot work? Or so all of my dreams, I can just achieve it because to marry a rich guy? Can't I achieve it because of my talent or skills, because of my hard shape?
Moving on to number 3. So earlier you mentioned that you're not that tall. So do you worry if he might be too big for you?
Mm, Not too big, like not 7 foot. Um, for me, 5'8" to 6'1". That's my height qualification, charot. That's my my dream height before, because I'm not tall, so I'm looking for a tall guy, and I'm attractive if the guy is tall.
You see, guys, that's the Filipina saying that 5'8" classes as a tall guy. So take note of that. And also take note that she said up to 6'1", and I'm 6'1", but I'm a real 6'1". And I think it surprised her a bit how tall 6'1" really is.
Yeah. But I think I'm not that short when we're together, because we're both fit. Char.
Okay, next question, number 4. Are you nervous or excited about moving to a new country?
Both. Uh Nervous and excited, because it's my first time ever to travel internationally. And then yeah, before my worries is the like your country is cold, can I make it? And there's a lot of adjustment. This is the disadvantage when you relocate to a new country, to a new place. You will adjust a lot for adapting the culture, the language, the people, to make new friends, to be comfortable in that country. Of course, that's all my worries before. That is before, when people say to me, working abroad, but I'm not like, I didn't imagine myself to work or to live in abroad. But when I met you, it's all changed already, that yeah, I need to face it and I'm ready to it, and I know that you're there to guide me and to help me, and I will be feel at home because you're there.
Yeah, that's right. It's a two-person process. Like you may be doing the moving yourself, but I'm doing the hosting, and the effort I put into the hosting has a enormous say in how well you adapt here. So it's a big project from both our sides, and we're doing all we can to make it a success.
Yeah, I just want to visit before just 1 week like that, but never imagine to move. But yeah, I think I can make it, because I am risk taker, so I can do it.
Yeah. And we both have a very flexible outlook into the future. We can both see a possibility of us living in the Philippines maybe even not that far in the future. Okay, the final question, number 5. Give me one example of how your husband makes you a better person.
You're a good influence to me ever since, especially when you speak. I can learn a lot from you, not because you're smart. Yeah, you're smart, you're genius. Yeah, that's true. You are a good student and you had a lot of awards in sports, in academics. So, and you're a good influence not because of your achievement school and in work, but the way you speak, the way you advise, it's full of wisdom, and you always taught me that I I will be always grateful, and because of that, I'm learning and improving myself to just be grateful in small things, and then I can also advise that to someone, um, especially to my friends or to my other like loved ones. And I learned a lot from you, and you improved me. Like you always work out. Before, I didn't work out. Like, I just eat, I just sit, always laying down. I don't work out. But when you love someone, oh, you need to improve yourself. Because of that, I I'm improving and learning. And yeah, um, what's your question again?
Just to give one example of how your husband makes you a better person. But I think you've covered it. You've covered it very well. So, is there anything else you wanted to add?
um, I think what's impossible, it can be possible. You taught me something like that.
Mm. I think a lot of the things you touched on, they always need a bit of balance. So, like that last thing, you always have to be realistic, and you need to be a bit smart if you go after something that's difficult. But with a lot of commitment to something and consistency, it's surprising what you can achieve. My One of my favorite quotes at the moment, I can't remember who owns the quote, but it's, most people overestimate how much they can achieve in one day, but they underestimate how much they can achieve in 1 year. I think that's really interesting on our outlook, and I think it touches on how almost all of us have a lack of patience and a lack of belief long term. So, yeah.
Daddy, I think we're both patient. We're both patient because it's a long time already, but we still, our communication consistent, and yeah,
Uh,
when we want something, we we wait, and then I learn also from that to you that I should wait, I should be patient. I'm already patient because I'm um you know, but you always remind that to me.
yeah, like they say patience is a virtue, and it's a bit of a brutal way to look at it. But when you think about it, patience is what separates an animal from a child, and it also separates a child from an adult. You go up the abilities in patience, and it it helps you master life, live a richer life. Yeah, it's important to have.
It take a lot of courage to be patient.
That's
It
right.
take
Yeah. It all, both courage, faith, it all goes into fueling patience for longer
you
times.
know, yeah, that's why we're much because we We waited for how many years, and then now we are here.
Yeah, we have our frustrated days like every human. We normally take it in turns. It's normally maybe it's my turn or Rose's, but keeping the long term perspective, understanding you can have one impatient day as long as you have 4 or 5 patient days next to it.
I just want to share this to anybody, to anyone will listen this. You know, when you want to find someone or looking for a right one, before I met you, before that I never met you, I listed all the wants and needs. But all the wants and needs are like hardworking, patience, um, like that. All the characteristics like a good guy, a gentleman, like that. And yeah, you need to write all of that. And then when I tried that, it happened.
Very good idea, because the more specific your list of wants is, the harder it is to control it in your head. So writing it down is good. And like you say, more character traits and maybe slightly less physical traits. That's normally the trend as you get older. Everyone's different. Another thing you notice is that I think there's no problem writing a list that includes 10 things, 20, maybe even more. Once you start writing more than about 5, you'll be very surprised how few people will tick every box. So if you can find someone who ticks 8 out of 10, and then you see someone who may evolve and grow to tick maybe that ninth one, maybe even ninth and 10th one, then that is someone you should take very seriously.
Actually, Daddy, I think I wrote 15.
Mm-hmm.
You take all of that.
Well,
Yeah, from
yeah,
like I didn't write that because you know that I keep myself for how many years, long time ago. And then I never put that there, but I just put that who will the person will value that waiting till marriage, the person will value that. I think we have a same
yeah.
beliefs or value. And then yeah, yeah, I found it.
We'll let the viewers decide for themselves whether miraculously I do tick all 15, or whether it's more likely that we have a very generous marker talking to us here. We'll let them decide which one's more likely. She might be being a bit kind to me there, but I appreciate that anyway. And I appreciate you answering those 5 questions. They're quite difficult to answer, and you did a really good job.
You too. And all your answer also in our last video.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you for lovely messages. I think yeah, it's I appreciate that a lot. And thank you also guys for watching our YouTube channel always. Hope you learned something here. And I know we know that we're not perfect. We sometimes our videos maybe it's all opinion, but this time this is all coming from our heart.
Yeah, exactly. Just sharing our opinions. Um, we do this fairly low budget and just on a little hobby basis at the moment. If you'd like us to do this more seriously, add a bit of budget and more regularly, then we can do that. We just need people to keep subscribing. And it looks like Rose has dropped off just at the end. So hopefully we can keep this going. I'll give her a few minutes to return. If not, I will sign off and say thank you very much for watching, and interact in the comments if you have anything to add. I'm sure we've missed something, but we really appreciate your time. It's been a long 5 questions. So catch you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.